The Legend of the Wawel Dragon. Long ago in the city of Krakow, by the banks of the Vistula River, there lived a terrifying dragon in a cave beneath Wawel Hill. The dragon was huge, with scales as hard as iron and fire blazing from its mouth. Every week it would leave its cave, attack nearby villages, and devour cattle, sheep, and sometimes even people. The king was desperate. He promised his daughter's hand in marriage to any knight who could slay the dragon. Many brave warriors came, armed with swords, spears, and shields, but none of them succeeded. Some were burned by fire, others ran away in fear. The dragon seemed unbeatable. One day, a clever shoemaker's apprentice came forward with an unusual idea. Instead of fighting the dragon with weapons, he decided to use his wits. He took a sheep, stuffed it with sulfur and tar, and left it outside the dragon's cave. When the dragon saw the sheep, it swallowed it whole without a second thought. But soon, a terrible thirst consumed the beast. Roaring with pain, the dragon rushed to the Vistula River and drank. And drank. And drank. The more it drank, the bigger it grew, until suddenly, boom! The dragon burst apart, and the city was finally free. The people of Krakow cheered for the young shoemaker, who had saved them not with strength, but with cleverness. From that day on, the legend of the Wawel Dragon lived on, reminding everyone that even the mightiest monsters can be defeated with courage and brains. The Tale of Pan Twardowski. Long ago in the city of Krakow, there lived a very wise but also very ambitious man named Pan Twardowski. He was fascinated by magic and the dark arts. One day, he decided to make a pact with the devil himself. The devil promised Twardowski wisdom, power, and wealth. In return, the devil would one day take his soul. But Twardowski, being clever, added one special condition. The devil could only claim his soul if Twardowski ever went to Rome. Twardowski felt safe, for he had no intention of ever going to Rome. With his magical powers, he performed many wonders, helped people, and even became an advisor to the king. Soon he was famous all across the land, but fate has a way of playing tricks. One evening while traveling, Twardowski stopped at an inn. Only after entering did he realize its name was the Rome Inn, Kartzmagem. At that very moment, the devil appeared, laughing. "The deal is done. You set the terms, and now you must keep your word. Your soul belongs to me." Twardowski tried to escape, but the pact could not be broken. The devil seized him and carried him away. Legend says that instead of hell, Twardowski was trapped on the moon, riding upon a rooster. To this day, Poles say that if you look closely at the full moon, you might see the silhouette of Pan Twardowski, watching the world below. The Legend of the Golden Duck. Long ago in Warsaw, deep beneath an old palace, there lived a mysterious duck with feathers of shining gold. People whispered that anyone who found this duck would gain endless riches. But of course there was a catch. One day a poor soldier, tired and hungry, wandered into the palace cellars. To his amazement, he saw the golden duck glowing like the sun. The duck spoke in a strange, echoing voice. "I will give you all the gold you desire. But there is one condition. For 1 whole year, you must spend this wealth only on yourself. You must not share it, nor give a single coin to the poor. If you obey, you will remain rich forever." The soldier agreed, overjoyed. He bought fine clothes, the most delicious food, and joined grand feasts and celebrations. At first, life felt like a dream. But as the months passed, his heart grew heavy. One day, he saw a starving child on the streets of Warsaw, weak and shivering. His conscience would not let him walk away. He gave the child some of his gold. At that very moment, the golden duck vanished, and all his riches disappeared. Yet the soldier did not weep. His heart was at peace, for he had discovered a greater truth. Real happiness does not come from money, but from kindness and helping others. The Little Goat and the Wolf. Once upon a time, A mother goat lived with her 3 little kids in a small wooden house at the edge of the forest. Every morning she went out to find food and warned her children. "Be careful! Don't open the door to anyone except me. If the wolf comes, he will try to trick you. Remember my gentle voice and my white hoof. That way you'll know it's really me." The kids nodded and promised to obey. Not long after, the big bad wolf came to the house. He knocked on the door and said in a rough voice, "Open up, my little ones. It's your mother." But the kids answered, "No! Your voice is too harsh. You are the wolf." The wolf was angry, so he went to the mill, rolled his tongue in flour, and made his voice sound softer. He came back and knocked again. "Open up, my dear children. It's your mother." The kids peeked through a crack in the door. They saw a big black paw and shouted, "No! Our mother has a white hoof. You are the wolf." The wolf ran away in frustration. Finally, the mother goat returned. She knocked and sang in her sweet, gentle voice, showing her white hoof at the door. The kids happily let her in and told her everything. The mother goat hugged them and said, "You were wise and careful. Remember, cleverness can protect you even from the strongest enemy." And they lived happily, safe and together.